Hi Cancer, how are you? I hope you are doing well. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Nina or Sinfulpluto, and if you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope that you are able to receive a message that you need for the next 2 weeks. We're going to be going over what you should be expecting between August 26th and September 8th, so another 2 weeks or so. This is going to apply to Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Sidereal and Tropical. So make sure to check both to see if you have any Cancer placements. And, yeah. Let's go ahead and get started, my loves. Alrighty. I hope that your day has been treating you well. Hope that you've been taking care of yourself, drinking water. Pretty sure the moon is in Cancer right now, so very fitting that I'm doing your reading. Alrighty, let's see. What is in store for Cancer between August 26th and September 8th? Well, that was quick, wasn't it? Alrighty, so we have the King of Pentacles that popped out. The Two of Wands. Five of Pentacles, and the Star. We'll stick with these cards for now, and then we'll get into it. We'll get into more cards later, yeah? So, King of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Star. You could be dealing with an Earth sign with the King of Pentacles, or an Aquarius with this Star card. I feel like you're reaching a stable point in your life with this King of Pentacles, or you're on your way to reaching a stable point in your life. I feel like you're kind of exploring your options, or you want to explore your options. I think that for some of you, this is more so you're on the way to abundance, you're on the way to stability, you're on the way to reaching security. There could be an Earth sign that you might need to reach out to, or there could be an Earth sign that is helping you or who wants to help you to reach that ultimate stability. There's some sort of provider in your life. It could also just be your own energy, where you come through as the King of Pentacles as someone very nurturing, as someone who is very dependable, someone very reliable. People know that they can go to you. People know that they can get advice from you. People know that you come from a practical and grounded sort of place, and I feel that people enjoy that. However, I do have this Five of Pentacles here, which signifies some sort of instability, or some sort of like pessimism, or not really looking at the problem directly, or not seeing the answers to your problem because you're so focused on the fact that everything is kind of going wrong, or that you're so focused on your own pessimism and kind of overthinking, and you're so focused on your own dark thoughts and on your own anxiety and stuff like that. You know, you're so focused on the negative that you're not seeing the offer of stability that is being handed to you. You're not seeing the solution that is right in front of your face. So that could be an issue for some of you. Perhaps this problem or whatever is in relation to an Aquarius, or there is an Aquarius in your life who is trying to present to you the solution to the problem, or is trying to offer some sort of advice or some sort of suggestion as to how to approach the situation, rather than just kind of sitting in your own muck, or kind of just like, rather than sulking, essentially. But what I find interesting is that we have this king, someone who is very stable, someone who is very grounded, someone very practical. I get very like strong Capricorn energy with this card, and maybe you are dealing with a Capricorn, but I feel like for some of you with this Two of Wands, you know, you're holding the world in your hands, and I feel like you're being presented with the world, and I feel that you're being presented with so much abundance in your life, but it's almost like you think it's too good to be true with the Five of Pentacles, and I feel like you don't feel entirely stable with this opportunity, or you don't feel entirely stable with this new life coming to you, with this abundance coming towards you, and I feel like you're trying to pick it apart, and you're trying to find a way to basically self-sabotage, and to push it away, and to not really accept that this really does belong to you, and that you have earned this, whatever this is. This like sense of stability almost. I just feel like this sense of self-pity. Yeah, I have the Four of Swords reversed. I feel like a lot of you are really overthinking this situation. You're overthinking, this offer or this opportunity or this relationship or whatever it is. I feel like a lot of you are really overthinking it, but I feel like this is something that was really meant for you. And I feel like this is something that, because I have the Two of Cups here. So this could be a relationship for some of you, or this is actually, oh, never mind. This is the Six of Cups, not the Two of Cups. My bad. But I feel like this is something that is meant for you. I feel like for some of you, you might have declined on an opportunity in the past, or you might have missed out on a really great opportunity in the past. And I feel like with the Six of Cups, it's coming back up again. And I feel that you're being presented with that opportunity. You're being presented to explore the world, to broaden your horizons, to try out new things. I feel like you're being presented with that decision, like with that opportunity, and the Two of Wands is telling you that you have this decision to make, and I feel like you're overthinking that decision, and I feel like you're kind of self-sabotaging, like I said, because maybe you feel that you're not worthy of this opportunity, and it's like you're self-sabotaging again, and it's like repeated behavior, this self-sabotaging of like not accepting this opportunity because you just don't think that you are worth it or that you are worthy of this opportunity, which honestly is kind of unfortunate because I feel like Cancers, you have been doing a lot of work. You've been working very hard. I feel like you have been staying in your lane and you have been working hard to go through with the growth. So I don't know, what is holding you back, Like you come through as a King of Pentacles, as someone very mature, as someone very stable. I feel like you have found a lot of stability in your life and you worked to reach this sense of stability in your life. You have worked, you have climbed the mountain, and now you're at the top of the mountain here. And you can see between the peaks and you can see in the horizon, and there is this drive within you, I feel like, and you have just been doing so much to earn what you deserve. And I feel that a lot of you are having a hard time accepting it. And I feel like a lot of you are rejecting it. Because the Four of Swords reversed, that can signify a rejection of some sort. Just feeling really rejected, feeling unhealed, feeling like you're just overthinking, like you're overworking yourself. I feel like a lot of you are really overworking yourself and overstimulating yourself. And I feel that a lot of it has to do with the fact that you don't believe that you are worthy of attaining this wonderful thing. And I feel like a lot of you aren't treating yourselves fairly, and I feel like a lot of you don't realize how much of a light you are in people's lives, and I don't want to cry. I swear to God, if I freaking cry. But I feel like a lot of you don't realize how wonderful you are and how much of a light that you are. And this is also like a message for me because I'm a Cancer stellium. I'm a Cancer Sun, Mercury, and Mars. And I even have to remind myself like how great I am, and I have to remind myself of my purpose all of the time. And I'm not gonna cry. I swear to God, I'm gonna cry. We have the star. I feel like you don't understand how special you are. You don't understand how amazing and how much of an impact you have, and you don't realize how much of a star you really are and how much hope and faith you bring to people's lives and how you comfort people and you bring such a maternal and nurturing energy, such a stable and grounded energy that not everyone can do. And I feel like you have worked very hard to be in the position that you're in now. So I encourage you to bask and to enjoy your achievements, to accept these achievements, to accept the fact that you are on your way to greatness, and there is so much ahead of you. There is so much greatness that you have to attain, but you have to grab hold of it. You have to grab hold of it. It's literally being handed to you. All you have to do is grab onto it. And I feel that a lot of you are just stuck in this mindset that you don't deserve it and that you are not worthy of it. And I promise you, you are. You are worthy of so much greatness. You are worthy of so much love and light and peace and abundance and prosperity and success. Like, you are worthy of all that is good and all that you have been working for. All of the all of the seeds that you have planted are blossoming now, and you have to pick them. You know, reap what you have sown. That's all that it really is. That's really what it seems like to me. And I understand that, you know, you're being really pessimistic and you're trying to convince yourself that you're not worthy of it, but the glory is all there. The love is all there. Like the success is all there. I don't know what else to oh my god. I don't know what else to tell you. All right, see. What other messages do we have for Cancer between August 26th and September 8th? All right, we have the Ten of Swords reversed. That popped out. And then the Ten of Cups reversed. Interesting. I'm going to push this back a little bit. Okay. So we have the Ten of Swords reversed and the Ten of Cups reversed. So I definitely see some sort of lack of emotional fulfillment. The Ten of Swords reversed is telling me that you're clinging on to something, or you're having a hard time surrendering yourself. And I feel like this surrender has a lot to do with surrendering to the universe, surrendering to this new chapter in your life, surrendering to this new phase in your life. And I feel like a lot of you are having a hard time accepting this King of Pentacles position, if that kind of makes sense. I feel like you have been in the King of Pentacles energy for a while, but you're having a hard time accepting that is your throne now. You're having a hard time realizing that this is your throne, and, you know, you are the ruler of your own life, and, you know, you have built this empire for yourself. That's the sort of surrender that I feel that you're having a hard time with. It's like I said, you're having a hard time realizing how deserving you are of it, essentially. And so there's a little bit of a hard time with surrendering. There's a little bit of a hard time with just allowing things to happen. This is like you're not accepting the ending in your life. It could be that you're comfortable in your life and you're comfortable in the life that you've built or whatever. And, you know, I understand that because, you know, you're a Cancer. You like to be in your shell. You like to be in your comfort zone. And you like to protect yourself. You like to, you know, make sure that you're okay because you have such a soft interior. But I feel that it's really important for you to allow yourself to be vulnerable and to allow yourself to accept the ending in your life, because it's not a bad ending. It's not something that's really dramatic or traumatizing or terrible. If anything, it's the opposite of that. It's beautiful. And I feel like this ending in your chapter, this ending in your life is so necessary for you so that you can continue leveling up and accepting the royalty that you are and the royalty that you have built yourself up to be. And I think that with this Ten of Cups reversed, there's just, I feel like you know that you're not entirely happy with the life that you're living right now. You're not entirely happy with everything that is going on right now. You know, I think that you're very aware that there is more out there and that there's more that you can do. But again, you're having a hard time surrendering yourself to that. You're having a hard time opening yourself to receiving that from the universe. You're having a hard time opening yourself up and allowing yourself to be vulnerable completely and wholeheartedly, because obviously it's a hard thing to do. I don't blame you. Being vulnerable is a hard thing for a human to do. I understand. For some of you, there could be some sort of crisis in the family, which could really be an issue for you, because obviously you're very family oriented. You love your family, all of that. So maybe for some of you, if what I have been saying thus far isn't resonating with you, I feel like there could be financial issues with the family, or just having a little bit of a heart or some sort of crisis. It doesn't have to be financial with the family, because the Ten of Cups reversed to me always signifies family. It always signifies people that you love. It signifies loved ones. And there's a lack of emotional abundance, or there's a lack of emotional fulfillment, should I say. And having the Ten of Swords reversed, I feel like this is something that has been ongoing, and it's been going on for a while. This is an ongoing issue. And with the Five of Pentacles, like I said, there's this pessimism. There is this, you know, like wishing and hoping for help, praying for help, you know, desiring for all of this help, and, you know, having your eyes closed and like you're begging and you're pleading like, oh my God, what do I do? I'm stuck in this situation. I don't know what to do. And kind of just being in this mindset of lack, essentially. And there's kind of like this lack of hope almost. And the star is kind of telling you that you need to have faith in the universe. I feel like you need to surrender to the universe and allow things to happen the way that they need to happen. And I feel like for some of you, you could be moving out. I feel like I'm getting the feeling with the Two of Wands of like someone asserting their independence or claiming their independence or growing into independence. And I feel like that's kind of an issue for whoever it is. Take it how it resonates, but I feel like there's someone who is like moving out or someone who is claiming their independence, someone who is going out on their own, and that's a little bit of an issue. Someone is like kind of pessimistic about that. It's almost like a empty nest syndrome, kind of. Is that what it's called? I feel like someone is having a hard time accepting the fact that their child is growing up, or they're having a hard time accepting that someone is growing up, or maybe you are having a hard time that you are growing up and that you are gaining responsibilities and there are certain things that you have to do now or whatever it is. And I feel like someone is having a hard time accepting that. I feel like for some of you, this King of Pentacles is having a hard time accepting the fact that you are growing up, or you are having a hard time accepting the fact that someone in your life is growing up or maturing and they don't really need you anymore. And it's not in a bad way where it's like they no longer want to be in contact with you, but it's just the fact that they're growing up, they're maturing, they're getting older, they're getting more responsibilities, they're becoming an adult, And I feel like this King of Pentacles person is having a hard time kind of coping with the fact that they're not needed, that they don't really have to provide so much attention or nurturance. Sorry for that if you hear that. And I feel like that's kind of the problem with the whole self-pity thing. And it's like, I feel that some of you have all of the stability to provide, or you have all of these things to provide, but they don't really need it anymore. And I feel like it's important for you to just have faith and to just know that everything is going to be fine, and that just trust in the universe, trust that, there's just a balance in everything. There's a balance in life. It's just the way of life. It's the circle of life, not to quote, Lion King or anything, but it's a circle of life. And, some of you could really have a hard time accepting that. And you're trying to cling on to this moment. You're trying to cling on to this phase of your life. And you're trying to cling on to all of it. But in doing that, you kind of inadvertently cause tension within the family or within the household or within whatever relationship this is, and you kind of suffocate and stifle the other person's growth. And I know that you mean well, and I know that you do it with the good intentions, and you do it with a good heart. But like I said, people grow, right? Like eventually the little baby bird has to fly. Eventually the bird has to spread its wings. Eventually the baby has to grow up. Eventually that baby has to become an adult. It's just the circle of life. There's nothing that you can really do about it other than support this person and be that person that they can depend on when they need it. And just be that person on the sidelines who is supporting them and loving them and cheering them on and helping them get up whenever they need help and whenever they ask for your help. It's that sort of thing. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull from my oracle, my wisdom of the oracle, and then I'm going to pull an affirmation. Alrighty. So what message does Cancer need to hear? What confirmation can we give Cancer based off of this spread here? We have deep knowing. Deep knowing. Cancer, you are a very intuitive, psychic person. Okay? You're such an intuitive person. You're so in tune with your emotions and with, the higher realm and with your spirituality in general. A lot of you are. And I feel like at this time, it's important for you to connect with your intuition, to connect with your spirituality, to connect with your higher self, to connect with the universe, and trust in the universe. Have faith in the universe that it will guide you and it will continue to guide you, and that you will be okay in all of this. And, just prepare yourself. Here we have poised. I feel like a lot of you have been, in terms of the first scenario that I presented, I feel like a lot of you have had this deep knowing within yourself that you are leveling up, that, you know, changes are being made, that you're going into a new life. At the bottom of the deck, I literally have the Ace of Swords. There is so much mental clarity coming through for you, that you are realizing so many things, you are having so many epiphanies, and it's guiding you to this very moment of you leveling up and you doing more for yourself, and you basically upgrading into a better life, into a new chapter of your life. And I feel like you have known this for a very long time, and the moment is finally here, and maybe it feels too good to be true, but accept it as it is, because you have been preparing yourself. You have been prepared. You have literally, you know, you're posed, like you've been posing for this. Like you have been getting ready. You've been preparing yourself, and now you are ready to accept this. So just accept it, because the universe is right here with you. Co-create. The universe is here with you. The universe has been with you this entire time. You have always been guided by the universe. You have always been accompanied by your angels, by your spirit guides, by your ancestors, by all of these divine beings. Honestly, as corny as that kind of sounds, like you have always been with them. They have always been with you, should I say. There's never a time that you have been lonely. Like they have been helping you prepare for this moment in your life. They have been helping you prepare for this level up. They've been helping you prepare for this upgrade. All that you need to do now is just be open to accept it and not overthink it so much, and just allow things to happen the way that they need to happen. And this is you stepping into your own light. This is you stepping into greatness, essentially. And for those that resonate with the other scenario where, you know, someone is basically growing up, or you're growing up, or whatever the scenario is, you have known this for a while, and you've always known this. Like I said, it's part of the cycle, and you feel like it's too good to be true. You know, the moment is finally here, and you don't know how to accept it. It's a hard pill to swallow, but you need to, I think, just prepare for it. And I feel like this person has been preparing for it for a very long time, and they knew that this moment was coming, and it's finally here. The moment is knocking on their door. And so I think it's important for you to help support them, to co-create with them, to create an awesome reality for themselves. And just be the supporting fan on the sidelines, essentially. Like, that's all that it really is. And for some of you, I feel like some of you just need to step to the side and allow this person to explore, to make their own mistakes. And, you know, when they come to you, then help them. But if they're not coming to you, don't be that person who is just on their shoulder, breathing down their neck, saying like, hey, do you need help? Do you need help? Do you need help? No, let them make their own mistakes, because I also have not for you. And pairing this with co-create, I feel like this is saying like, it's not your time to be by their side. Or it's not your time to be holding their hand right now. It's not like you are not like you are no longer the co-writer of this, right? You know, they are writing their own book now, and all you can really do is revise their writing whenever they ask you to. But if they're not asking you for advice, if they're not asking you for suggestions, if they're not asking you for anything, then, you know, kind of like mind your business. And I'm not saying this in a mean way or like in a harsh way, but that's just like, you know, let people grow, let people make their mistakes, let people do what they need to do so that they can find themselves, so that they can, you know, get to know themselves and learn from their mistakes and all of that. Like, it's the circle of life. It's just a circle of life. That's all that it is, my love. So I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Affirmators deck, and then we will be on our way, my love. Okay? All right. What affirmation does this Cancer need to hear at this time based off the following spread? What affirmation does Cancer need to hear based off of this spread, based off the energy for the next 2 weeks? All right, we have letting go. I love it when this shit just fucking aligns, bro. I love it when it all just a lot. All right, we have letting go. And I feel like this applies for both scenarios. Okay, here it says, I don't dwell on bad things that happened. I let things go because I have nothing heavy. I let things go because I have enough heavy things to carry around. And also, grudges aren't a great look. Even though this is kind of in reference to grudges and kind of like forgiving people, I feel like letting go is just saying, like, you need to let this person go. In the sense of, like, you need to let them fly free. You need to let the baby fly free. You need to let the baby spread its wings, essentially. Like, you gotta let them grow up. So there's that. Also, really quick, with this King of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, I feel like a lot of you are exploring, a lot of your options, and I feel like you're exploring different things and you want to try out new things and stuff. But with the Five of Pentacles, it could be that you hit a little bump in the road. You hit a little bit of a bump in the road. So I feel like some of you might need to be careful of spending a little bit too much money. I think it's important for you to invest your money and to budget and not to just spend recklessly on anything. However, I think that the universe is always with you, and like, in this time of need or in this time of like instability, which I think is a very temporary instability, the universe is always going to be with you. The universe is always by your side. Your angels are always with you. Your guides are always with you, and they're going to help you through this moment. So yeah. Okay. But okay, so we have letting go, and then we have ideal partnership. Here it is. Ideal partnership. I am a rare and precious find, and my brilliance will be reflected back to me when I am paired with a true match. My ideal partnerships and working relationships are easy and free-flowing. I deserve greatness because I am greatness. And to paraphrase Rumi, what I'm looking for is also looking for me. In fact, he or she might be paraphrasing Rumi right now. So, oh yeah, also in terms of partnership, the Two of Wands could signify some sort of business partnership that you're involving yourself in. I would be careful of involving yourself in a partnership, some sort of business partnership. I feel like right now it's important for you to just bask in this King of Pentacles energy right now. I think it's important for you to enjoy the King of Pentacles energy and not worry so much about some sort of partner, whether it's romantic, business related, whatever it is. I think it's important to just focus on yourself, to be independent, to treat yourself, because I feel that with this Five of Pentacles, this relationship or whatever it is might call you a little bit of an instability or just some sort of bump in the road. It could also be that in your relationships at this time, you could face some sort of bump in the road in your relationships. It could be in relation to an Aquarius, but I do see a little bit of like emotional instability. And I feel like with this relationship, it has a lot to do with the fact that they need their freedom, they need their independence. It might be that you're smothering them a little bit too much. I feel like I feel like I'm repeating what I already said. But yeah. Some of you might be wanting to go back to an old relationship, I feel like, with this Ten of Swords reverse, where it's like you keep on going back to the same old thing. You want to repeat the same old behavior, but it's not serving you, it's not benefiting you, and it's not making you any happier. So I think it's important for you to move on. Okay, anyways, if that's it, my love, I really hope that you enjoyed that. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if it resonates with you. I love to hear all of your feedback and your comments. I love your presence, and I'm so grateful for it, so thank you. Give the video a big thumbs up, share with your friends, your family, loved ones, whoever you desire, and subscribe if you so desire. And if you want to follow me on social media, you can do so on Twitter and Instagram at Sinfulpluto. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at Sinfulpluto.com. However, I will say that I'm temporarily closed for readings until like the middle of September, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I hope that you're taking care of yourself, Cancer. Please drink lots of water, take care of yourself, eat your fruits and veggies. Make sure that your digestive system is all good. Take your vitamins, sleep 8 hours, eat your meals. I think that's it. Okay. I love you, and I will talk to you soon.